All right, next bit of news here. We're going to crank out. Luke finally meets his mom on a happier note.
Oh, yeah.
We've been kind of
So sweet.
serious this entire time, but some really fun, interesting news in Star Wars was the fact that recently Mark Hamill finally meets Natalie Portman at the Golden Globes. Basically, in 2018, Mark said on Twitter X that, fun fact, I've never met this woman, talking about Natalie Portman. She was later on a late night talk show and said, I know, it's such a shame. I would love to meet him. Mark, I would love to meet you. Where are you? Come on over.
Where are you?
And so finally, yes, right there, you see it. Luke finally meets his dead mother.
Why'd you have to bring the death into it?
She looks
It was a wholesome moment. And then
I
you just
totally
gutted it.
I'm so sorry. No, he finally meets his mother.
That's
Should've
pretty
said
cool,
that.
actually.
That's a nice uplifting thing for
Why
me
is
in Star Wars.
I love how he's like 30 years older than his mom.
Right.
I know.
Star Wars.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's what is it? Not Interstellar is what
Yeah.
happened in this. He
Yep.
went into a black hole and he
It came out
Yeah.
later.
yeah.
That should have happened in Peridia. Never mind.
Right?
I love the awkward silence ever he said that.
I just thought it was a really nice moment. And then afterwards, he said, now I have finally met my mother, thanks to
That's-
the Golden Globes.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I just thought that was awesome. It's just nice. He's already met Hayden, and that was really cool that they got to meet and
Yep.
kind of talk and joke around there a bit. So
That's just so funny. I mean, it's. I guess it really is a not that small of a world in the Hollywood, but she hasn't done a ton of movies. I mean,
she's been working for sure, and she said she's open to coming back to another Star Wars
Yeah.
movie, which is
Really?
hilarious because Taika is working on that, which is probably not going to happen again. Speaking
no.
of
Right.
announcements
Another
and
canceled
then
movie.
things that aren't going to
Not
happen.
shelved.
Not shelved. Yeah, we need to have that as like a.
It's not shelved.
We need to pull up that clip every time he says that.
Have it on a shirt.
Yeah, it's not shelved.
It's not shelved.
Don't say that. No, but I forgot where I was going. You totally derailed me there.
Taika bringing back.
Oh, bringing back Taika. It was hilarious whenever they were working on Thor 4. That was a terrible movie.
Yeah, it was bad.
She was in it, and he asked her if she'd like to be in a Star Wars movie. Taika totally forgot that she
Oh
was
my
already
goodness.
I know.
in Star Wars, the prequels, which is
like he
hilarious.
actually forgot, or was he just being?
No, he
he
forgot.
actually forgot.
Oh
He
my
admitted. They admitted that
goodness.
he actually forgot, which is
Wow,
hilarious.
that
to
is
me.
hilarious.
But I think it makes sense bringing Hayden back, and we need Natalie back.
Well,
as
Hayden,
well.
yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah,
I don't know
Hayden's-
how they do it, but
Yeah.
it'd be nice.
Yeah, well, they've already been.
That would
bringing
be a
Hayden
cool
back.
scene.
Yeah, Natalie Portman. That would be a lot more
saying.
challenging to do that, to bring her back. I don't know how they would do that, unless it was like a super flashback sequence.
While
Super
she's still
flashback.
prego
you
or
know where they?
something. I don't know.
You know where they could possibly do it actually is
where?
if they did Ahsoka season 2 and they have a flashback to when Ahsoka is around young Hayden Christensen
That'd be
with
nice,
Padme,
yeah.
because
Yep.
Padme was friends, and they could bring in Natalie Portman and de-age her as well.
Or they just bring in Natalie Portman. They don't have to bring in Hayden necessarily.
yeah, that's true. It could just be her. That would be interesting.
But
I would be
if
okay
they
with
were
that.
both on screen together, that would be pretty cool. Be like, oh,
Yeah.
I haven't seen you guys since like, what was it, 2005?
Right.
In the same movie?
Just don't.
I like
Or
how you
same
squinted
show?
through that. You really
What?
squinted.
What
It's because it's so bright. You're like,
Yeah, right.
oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm having a moment.
I'm having a moment. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Right?
See, now, if they do that, just don't wrap the rest of the show in complete garbage.
Yeah.
Okay? Don't make that the highlight and put it in the theaters.
Like they did
And then
with
everything else
Obi-Wan.
falls apart.
Yeah.
No, what they do with Ahsoka season.
Or
One.
Obi-Wan, the show.
Or
Yeah.
Obi-Wan the show.
Brought in
entirely.
live action clones, but the rest of it was just garbage.
Yes. Yeah, that's a great. That's a
I was
great-
like, yeah, this is sweet. And then I was like, wait, what is this?
Well,
That's a great
I don't
point.
want this.
That's a great point.
This is
great.
bad. It's great.
So that was some fun news. Man, we got so
That
much.
was some fondues.
That was some fondues.